Hey guys, it's Alicia. Today I was getting ready to make up some apple Heath bar cookies, and I thought I'd just turn on the camera and show you guys how I do these. These are really easy but really good. So let me jump into the ingredients real quick. First off, you're gonna need 1 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. For sweetener today, I'm using this Lakanto Golden. I'm gonna be using 1/3 cup of that. You're gonna need 1/4 cup of a light butter spread or margarine. I'm just using this Brummel Brown. This is my favorite one to use. And then you're gonna need 1/4 cup no sugar added applesauce. And that's not this whole container, that's about half of this. You're gonna also need a box of pudding and pie filling, sugar-free, vanilla, and this is the 1.34 ounces. They used to make these in 1, they are now 1.34 ounces. You're gonna need some apple. I've got 3 small Granny Smiths here. What I'm looking for is a cup of finely diced. I'm gonna be using 4 ounces of these Heath bar English toffee bits. I just found these in the baking aisle. I couldn't find the actual Heath bars, so just got these already broken up Heath bar bits. You're also gonna need some almond extract. You could also use vanilla if you want. I just like the flavor of the almond with the apple. You're also gonna need a 1/2 teaspoon baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon salt. And then I almost forgot back here, 1 large egg. So that is everything that's in these. Let me get them started. First thing I'm gonna do in a medium-sized bowl here is get all my dry ingredients mixed together. So I'm gonna start off with my 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, my 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, and then finally my package of pudding. And I'm gonna just stir all that together really well and set it aside. In a large bowl here, I've got my Brummel Brown melted, and to that I'm gonna add my 1/3 cup Lakanto Brown, 1/4 cup unsweetened applesauce, my egg, and teaspoon almond extract. Then I'm gonna just whisk all that together until it's well combined. Now I'm gonna pour my dry ingredients in and stir that all together really well. Okay, I've got that all stirred together. I'm gonna set that aside and get my apples peeled and all chopped up. I've got a cup of those apples diced up, and I don't know if you can tell what the size is, but pretty small little pieces. And that took 1 1/2 apples. I've got a 1/2 of an apple left here that probably just end up eating. But anyway, I'm gonna take this now and I'm going to add it to my dough along with my Heath bar pieces that I weighed out. Again, that's 4 ounces. And then I'm gonna just fold all of that into my dough. That looks good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cover this with a piece of plastic wrap, and I'm gonna pop this in my freezer for about 15 minutes or so. I just wanna kinda chill this dough down a little bit. You could also put it in the fridge for a while if you want, but I'm gonna do it quickly and just pop it in the freezer while I'm preheating my oven at 350. I'll be back here in about 15 minutes. I let my dough chill for about 15 minutes. There's my dough. Now what I'm gonna do on this cookie sheet here that I've lined with parchment paper, I'm gonna take my dough in about 2 tablespoon amounts and roll it into a ball. And this dough is really sticky too, so that's another plus to let it chill a little bit longer than I did. But I'm gonna roll it into 2 tablespoon amount balls, roughly, and place them about 2 inches apart. I've got these all laid out, and I got 15. You could make these smaller if you wanted to get more, but I think this is a good size. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake these, but I will be back once they are done. All right, I let these bake just about 15 minutes. They're looking done. They've got just a slight browning to them. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave them on this cookie sheet for about 5 minutes to just cool a little bit until, or enough so that I can move them to a cooling rack. And then I'm gonna move them to the cooling rack and let them cool completely. All right, I've let these cool. Now these for me are 4 points a piece, but as always, I will have the recipe link or recipe builder link down below in the description box where you can click on it to see what they are for you. I'll go ahead and break one of these open so you can see what they look like inside. These are a pretty dense cookie, really. Really almost cake-like, chewy, soft, really, really good. If you haven't tried a pudding cookie or a cookie with a pudding mix in it, definitely should. I really love them. I have other ones that I do that are not Weight Watcher friendly, but they're all good. But yeah, really, really wonderful flavor with these, I think. Very rich with the Heath bar in them, but it pairs really well with that tart Granny Smith apple. It just kind of almost tastes like a caramel apple cookie. But I love these. And 4 points, I don't think it's too bad for them. But anyway, guys, that is apple Heath bar pudding cookies. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.